to da bia dia politics ni fa no da bia meka se ma wo ma tinchen no e be kakra no uka so mkoto abakra wo nko so wo hwe nsam a yewa Mahama ene Sam George na so fo gina platform so kan Ghana ene de na wo moka agbochi betra ka kire se Russia Ukraine war obisa se ede wo ho enanu a mko titi kwakwafo si kokoso ai affect me ansa modema ya ni se ni bo a wo wiase edwaso no ekofam chama me bo a ade no anka se Ghana de edwaso asem enfaye ho enanu mumpani fo ba ko a oda one of the energy sectors ya no o ka fuel fuel petrol the mamika say na mambeti ase petrol bo na me no ka say chama general diesel baby 18 cedis baby 17 cedis far ahead was sure quite change December 2024 no big December 24.2 work as a 24.2 it work as a dinti cancel ebe o see petrol bona ekosro no ejina se entokwa na ba no Ukraine de oni Russia nkwana na eku ene de countries ne doso US Iran ena Israel ena other NATO fonso edom ho agimu nterunti no wo mo de no a different scenario adentina fu obo kosro sese because of the infractions infraction going to come into kwano ye ku why still better than yours better yes sure yes it was 24.2 chairman sorry and now because back for you kaba obana 2 days ago me can tell say bibi ya pimp na so wuti kema na and no see the prepaid na e blinkisa from petrol to prepaid me ba some say bibi ya koso yi we are giving examples any 30 seconds film edun just me to 500 any 1 week and I'm so 3 years 1 week 500 the same meter no 2024 now to 500 me try 1 month no and then we try enjoy 1 week na asa as one making nimbo meeting neka chairman when you hold discussion ha and that would be madam fu elisi gibonu eba ha no William Watting ai okay ono kram no unfinished business yen na ye kan o ka che say wo mu be check meters no busu many funny ekosi say ani e obi it's happening because chairman me meter me use no me prepare them use no fear no yeah and no me use no fear e ho nyinara me talk creditor me number of days na edie and then a half of that we buy the car just say a meter more it's what has happened to the meter into some normal and contractor the money contract a year ago and not 2 years ago and now just a quasi private contractor and then the budget are saying and I'm saying no auto diesel 14 cedis in 2024 and then auto 18 cedis chairman Dr. Ben say LGBTQ plus no any priority biom according to president me know your own campaign wa pa me tia na me kai wo so mo say
yo chairman ma me tia tiefo me de ade kakra me nim ni say democracy na ye nipa dodo no adwenkyere enti omaga na so ye say ye practice democracy na omando nipa dodo na say ya sheda agi data nipa dodo na say sa ade no ye yempe ya kan ho asema kan chairman need it is a priority.
It is
yes.
President says it's not.
It is on say chairman enema bi o ho a obetia bu ani aguso but na e ha nipa say nipa no me ma kan o studio ha me nim how many times I discuss here assembly nipa na 1 year sa no sebe ye nkiri wom o me nipa na wonni ye na yesi aninyi ho enti chama baby amra nso ni no sebe obi atumi ye ne ope ti si ehye mra yesi baby okra akoya etumi ku enti ya say yede mo fa politics no tunjin asema asofo ka bi chief imam ni mpanimfo nyina ka mi yi politics bi me de it makes me uncomfortable but yen kan asem no seniete yesi ye nyina yempe yenyemra mi Roma asofo mpani aka say yenso yempe sa suban no ni say bi be ye ni ebe kunu ana ebe na akayaka de no sa ne ma no eno so emwa yen hihye mra say ba na asotwen bi o hwa be ma wa enkoya DP say enkanka say beji udem dia sa asotwen say yamfa asotwen so amma kura dia ene na nyamra kan dia say CS akoda ya pon school koda wan koda ya chiwa be mo akodo nti woni mi sa do no won ti oba akoda nti yen hihye mra no still a priority yen hihye sene be ya sa niema na ekoso no chema niema etumi di ni panya niema sabi anope bi a obi ni di etumi mo be ma bo diaper on to de enya de papa o sabi o obi e no de ne ho o se o mi de mebo ba sibra ono kura no ye china yetumi de ne family akwan so nti ya hihye mra for niema pi ade na we de yetumi hihye mra mfa ho se sa de we de ye mpe wo ha na oman ba ku bi wo ha na yesuro won se sa oman we de ye kwa ya anho on betete ye pa na in charge ana omokoto abase san nipa a oyo omman panyin no ono de o se sa de we de on person bette kura wa ka public wa ka ba dia se ono de oni se nipa nyanse nyankopon boy no oba ne be ma wa modu ya bio asabi na se o kwa so dan na o sia Jesus Christ se we hia Bible engineer na osopa yesuro no aman kese sa wo nyina panyin se ono sa de we de onfo aso a den fa de sia ho kwa mo ma ka nan ketenkete no sabi chama ekom so ka ho yen kan no kranche ye ho e ba ye ni yabo ye bre ye na ya etumi hwe ye ho a ka emfa ye ho se obi be ka se wo si se sa amra we ya me meboa kana o de he afibia it does not matter who is in charge ye budget we I say budget we ni fa we de ye nya sika ye ba kope obi mana me ma ye aid eni ye ne nti ye nyina we so ye hihye mra no ne ye nya ya dwen se ye bebo ye bre ye chama onim sika dodo bi ya ba to account mboso me so a sabi so be yisu na so akwaji loan na boso me ba ne yete wa ne aka ne se still to me so ma so survive nti enya ya dwen se ye be hyemra no ye nhye ne ma sa de we emfiri ho ye di hu nkomache ye hihye mra no parliament me mate se speaker kan se o mo mfa mra no mo nni huduma nti MPs ni na nkoma dwene mum na ade ana ye interesting was say so bi wo ha na so on the on support o man nsa so man nsa so na hey si tunu be sa ba bie wa wo ye MP na obetumi man nsa so so enti ade a wanya the biggest public support yes ade we enti bi bia ni ho esi ye ho kwan si ye be hihye ya hihye mra no ni mfa nya adwuma because emwaye ya ka ho asma kan MPs no na so mo ye adwuma no speaker are directed unless a man maintain but I'm so sure that say speaker so mon fan share other people no mon discuss
but about other people na you are you
abun san fa ya e ba ye na ka ye tin pakura o man ira ye na ka chem ni esia wo ni aka kire no also mo different because funny enough speaker say me dey me na kwa sorry o
I say
Romani mapapa never be say yeah so o mo hwe no mo nyamra no we dey anya asma that reverend team for you no your minister under president Kufuor was deputy minister president Monsan no your minister wan hwe say ade o mi kodi animu a wan hwe ebeji mitumi afimisam o die likewise there ankofu o mo aban wo mu a o mo so gina say sa de we yempe. Let us be consistent and make sure say adia nipa dodo na ape no yenya ne emfa mom sabi we nya adia say so because the can say oh nipa no no ande de no sabi you na mama example me say omom ye prostitutes no so mo anom de omho ani yenya omom nye enti say adia ba ko nya ne from bi so nye say sremi no da paso ye ni ba ko ano nye nsan ko di ba ko ano ni nyina ade kro enti ye si ye mpe ye sisemra we nya asem kro asesenke ye kasa hu pi ya che se ba ko na ye no ya say emra kwan so no omantimi ampass no ahye but for 1 year there are equally other important issues ba within 1 week to be gina so pass say ya say ehu hia ye pa chairman ye betumi aye ye ma ye hu say this year de hwie be say ombe sorry by December they also to be passes amra we na yehu say saade we yes so MY as o mine
but any priority
and I say chairman priority ade e betumi adi ni panya e betumi adi ni panya
o man pension enye no ne here say because or church nyoma afise ho hia apomoden
kan ni nyina
woman sua adwuma
apom ni nyina ho hia ye we su ho hia ye we su ho hia ye anya saade a chama ebeti akasa ne bibia no yemfa nto ho kofi mra e be solve a problem chama there's no way ebeti solve all educational problems so yentumi o in the next 20 years Ghana problem in education to be solved Ghana health the next 20 years yet to be solved
okay
no enti se yaka se ye wie ni nyina ansa ne be ho we dia dabi ene na sabe ya ni o man ni no
Chairman General, tell my brother Agbesinu Chu that I've called his name 3 times this morning. Cho. And also regards to my senior Sampine and my brother Dr. Ochre Ankra, with whom I disagree only on pork. James Kwabna Bonfe, Kabila. And
Kabila Mitiawa no pay. Anytime I see the name Kwame Nkrumah, the next name I remember is Kabila.
James Kwabna.
There's one person in Ghana. Our spouse Kwame Nkrumah, you can't do without this man.
Kamila baby, I want to baby I moving on up. Sometime NTCC LGBTQ at the campaign 2024 and priority beyond. What do you make of it,
Chairman? Nyachum, Nukredie, we not we come assembly, we face be, we see them.
Hypocrisy and dishonesty.
Ebina eko to say no. E say e ha your mindful phobia. Nka president that statement o ye no banankwa resign.
To island.
Onu ankasa e fellowship with the clergy. And not this see the book. E can say onu. So you say me associate member of Assemblies of God. We associated because Bingire and then Koranu Nina, a honor Musum, and I may miss the woman. Oh, the Yadin, wait, yes, and he be associate. Also, ye assemblies Nimapa, and Utino on pair Sanemano. Quite beer or bow Befasua or Beshebra a tremuno. Obey. A soft be man, the more friend standing ovation. Crack, share. And some your board, some a man. No, was off baby and some video now. Never knew themselves woman because no one who say, as summer all canoe, now or moon mean so bayampa. And no, and no, my vindicated no. Share, Chairman, some investing. Okotu or more. Let it be a suggestion say the stance either for or against LGBTQ no more I would do award no. Yeah. Only be a ambassador Mr. Smith no any foreign affairs minister who to black one and the true statement ting and the Becca say I same thing that one more I would draw one more award no. And by no the clergy and sorry be actual crack I think the born a basso crack and 1 man can ye and no best sana no na say you were Mahama or Kasama the young from nation say Gyamfi trial Chairman Tieme
with you pa
or ye obia what be the vice president 3.5 years with the injury time president half a year. Yeah, full-time president for 4 years, and some was signed a baby. Into governance, on papa, or Generation Pierce campaign, the man Crawford G. and say, what by your man penny day tree, what by man penny small time, what by man penny big time, and into a summer all can. On him, all kinds of answer no on him say. Ghana, you hear some a be education. No name say a be any health. no nim say ebi ne yakwan and obe kan sa asem no so much disappointment in that statement. Media say what parliament any parliament to the coach Amambadu Beka bi enfam ho but there here eyen kontompon sem mu tron sem ni na da sem a e won sem ni nyem a ye de year campaign no wo de year campaign na wie ye ba power of mu the first encounter with the media chamaja minim so ko bia the first encounter with the media okasi supi say bakuna kwa no na private members bill it is a twemu a onu ankasa wo mo beye state sponsored bill aswa make videos ni nyina wo ho ayi mo ya obo Jubilee House yi correspondent or Salamat obetumi a confirm say President Mahama can so dua say obe sponsor state sponsored bill eni nansa what the reality entimodi nada enti small kan nyira 2024 na de em nwanwa Sam George Minister for Communication
why they
ensemble no manka otimi kan na nti wa tin na ko ho ai ba wi say President Mahama and Saya onya peace da enne minim say super glue na dia so na no so wanya tonsillitis nso na mi masi ontimi nka so say twa ne ketrema so firi na num dia I cannot tell tonsillitis say yare bi ba fa ba minim wa ontimi nka sa na minim yo ya say ne ketrema so twa firi na num wenum nyira ye din the hamika se ba ko enso ye the quietness of the clergy and we make sorry a kasa price especially 2024 on this LGBTQ matter
na sa so for be akasa
ya me dem be man me am so for penin Bishop Gyamfi enura me tie no interview e wo station ya midday news me tie no interviewer o kan one disappointments about the U10 always she say ye nyina be sorry akasa tia several of the clergy I am mute when my say WhatsApp call na say akopia yesu be say wo kasa pa o yesu be kwa kwa script so na ya call muted the thing the other end no want you who ebi ena wo mo ye no so me say ya say do mo dey anodin ene din enya kuma din ekantia 2024 no asem we wo sorry enkantia say the doctor kan no ehia nyina o obi ape chama me call gas school na boy school ye kura na kwatram ye ta me de koye no sata na nyesi na high school na ye secondary school ye what na college to the best school koye was it there asem we fa ho na say me ka ye call boy school 7 years senka 7 senia so so ansem so a enka betuna dormitory some nyinara no but ne so so ansem no sunti no na the bia ye boy ho kokose wo a wo be ye side no bia bi be chi wo campus no ye yanka say be deal with do class and authority so o dia say enti yanhwe emiye na Mr President wakoka ayi abranti anano ne ba here say manu stone boy onu anu na kuyinika na kabila michiao medawase na wasem na kan no na anu na chirem se na wo ye thesis bi research awo ye ko hu province be brain na ko hu ye me pepase ubenya exact ayi person kan here and I can't drum can say I say
Malawian proverb
say
cows are trapped by their horns, men by their words.
Nentwie meben ene dom to adwam na nipa enso ano ne na semka ene de to adwam nti na asantefo e wo baby secretary ma empro equivalent of so you know katrema empro nti some na kind na no and then it's being played back to you nti asam no de entwa ye anye ye se me say o man bi so a nka per that admission any sam no ba na kwa resign had the ultimate resign o ka so kwa impeachment kra no a and then almost absolute majority a dead goat syndrome and who ye mind obia enkosi aga nti eno no de but ye bsro wo asofo no muslim panimfo academia wo ka bi den no chama jana mo man ko yese ebi hwe numa na ato a ebin se bi hwe numa nti yentimi nkasa wo mo nka I'm not repeating myself.
Sometimes commenting.
LGB, I don't even know what the name is. We are not interested. It's against our culture. We had a sitting president by stroke of the pen. I misses our opportunity. No. Sometimes ye kasa and kabi.
Hey,
ye kasa somewhere MP before. Because at the end of the day, we all fought collectively against it. Just by the stroke of the pen, the green pen. Papansi Debi,
don't change the narrative.
Oh yeah, who kasa mi yedi o.
Ampa mejitum sampa yikum non kasa miso.
The okenya na menjitum.
Chama jana mati.
The man refused. The secretary. A cop by. Yeah, the strongest escort our presidency to President corridor so. Well, this had I'm telling you. You understand me? Speaker kasa air room. We had the biggest opportunity against this.
Speaker there.
But Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, our former president, refused it. Turn it down. He looked down upon the people of the good Ghana. Say a wrong signing. Yes, no wonder doctor's voice is down. Because Kabila is something can be. We collectively any opportunity you can want to say MP. And then President Biaba and His Excellency John Mahama was saying it to be state sponsored. But let us ask ourselves, Akwasi saying, what are the processes?
Akwasi say ada wa fi Obiana.
Obi so she o.
Obiana pe bebe Obiana chia.
We are not saying say enya dia na you be the two president mama ni so saying. These are the questions we should be asking. He said it is going to be a state sponsored.
But you say your priority.
Baby, I'm a good idea. Mama scenario say open Kwame enum. We call Koko and fine. We do if you know yes and Kwana open. Yeah, they didn't have 2 minutes. Say keke. Na mbon sama onu so no akoya de Sulia. This say na ye Sulia man Yakupon say yes cathedral de danase.
But you say Kufa don't you man pay you.
Baby, I am talking about what happened in the past. We could have not been where we are today.
Okay.
No, being corrected. We say it's going to be state sponsored. Let's ask ourselves, according to him.
And he said it's not a priority.
No, because it has not gotten to him. It must go through a process. He's not part of those process.
Hey.
In America.
The logic we did.
We are 134. We did 2 when you know. We see they be one sign. And now we could tell sister Anna, Etia, and Natia. We see a young intent. From ye bie flash service ato ene ye ntumo ye bie go esco bie ni ho mun konye na mfon bra se mo di bana wan san then you have something to say because we are all against it as a nation and can your culture ho ye pen me excessive but I'm saying say all this blame must be shifted to only one person. And Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, the former President of the Republic of Ghana.
But only Obiumu.
They be other Obiumu, only Obiumu. Now who calls him? Now who calls him? Oh, Sampain.
What did you give her?
Now who calls him? As a nation, collectively, no yenya see MP. Yenya Jitum, Dr. Ankra, Sampain, Agbesi, Obia, Ejizu MP. For green pen, ni keke. Let's say signature no. we see the power ye kasa kwa ye nti na asem no. What is the disease about the ya you say again? After what you bo. Ya you know boy you say obi take repeat it again.
What do you mean repeat?
Repeat it.
I don't mean
Then find narration. What are you talking about?
Tonsillitis.
Been a quite 30 year former president because he couldn't spoke on that issue. He was against it. We missed that opportunity. It is going to take some time to get there. It will take some time. We miss it. Let us call a spade a spade. I go down to His Excellency one boy was asking among others. Even I'm not surprised because the man really deceived God. He told the whole world, say, "Oh, Bible done you go by putting up a cathedral." And the go on. The BISS can spray mosquito.
Any priority.
Laying emphasis on the priority. The point is that it has not gotten to the president's desk for him to sign. Let us talk about the process. Let you and I collectively hammer on the process because we said it's going to be state sponsored. Let us push wherever it will start from. It is not about being priority. It is not priority because it is not on his desk. Once upon a time yesterday, it was on somebody's desk. One sign or boy Sulia.
For the emphasis, one sign. But for the records,
yes.
I could do the desk. For the records.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yes.
Obvious support.
They had the biggest support. We can initiate the process now.
But that is why we are saying that it will be state sponsored. And I personally
the priority. That's the bottom line.
Listen, the priority is according to
what say here?
Let me don't get it clear. I do table so anything that goes from past to the executive secretary. I do I want to call parliament back. What I say? A ban say I want to call parliament back. I tell every person signing. No, let's not play with distance. Let us shift the blame onto Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, the former president of Ghana. Blame because if you don't know where we went wrong, it cannot get you solved. If you don't know where we went wrong, we can't solve our problems.
Let's say we should blame Akufo-Addo.
Yes,
okay.
For missing the opportunity. If not today,
it is say what will Mahama do?
He said it's going to be state sponsored.
But he says it's not priority.
No, because I have something got to do for him to sign.
But state sponsored, no one ability.
That is what you and I should be asking.
And yet government ability.
But which of the agencies?
Of course, it will come from the executive.
So let us channel our grievances towards the how far.
But it is not priority.
To who?
The president.
What to Kayana? I'm going to now what's okay, fine. Who to cry for Mosiba? I thought we said then do community. When I was air condition crack when I buy, if you personally buy, and some of me, I'm a born say, and you are Akufo-Addo saying that Akufo-Addo saying that I can name you to who doesn't say state sponsored. Like a war, some pound checkers or so from Casa, lectures from Casa. Now, who can say the cause he's saying? Also, for lectures, farmers, teachers, school for Omukasa Nurano, a cause he's saying. Now, Omukasa will smart on home. Don't play that ball yet. We are going to sign when it is ready. Okay. And we are waiting for the process to start because we are all against it. And I'm saying, say, we will never forget the disservice. Former President Akufo-Addo, Mother Ghana. We will never forget this. And I'm saying again, say, and I keep on repeating, or by every country Ghana for say, now say you brought LGBTQ social, so I just say the Akufo-Addo Taiwan.
Yo,
I say the body different 18. I just say this is Taiwan because it's an opportunity.
Mamin comment.
That's what we call him.
Mamin comment.
Chairman, Messi say, you are good at it. Let's find out the process, and let's actually put pressure where pressure must be.
That's it.
So at the end of the day, say the top is the Mama which I strongly believe he will deliver. Sign the pen or best sign one touch until so be a pen one Daniel. Baby.
Imagine.
Baby.
Kwekunti says Agbesi Mutu and the NDC communicators claim Akufo-Addo refused to sign the anti-LGBT bill into law. It is not factually correct. The legal counsel to the former president is on record to have dispelled this rumor on Star FM on October 31, 2025. He said, the bill did not officially get to the presidency. We were in cabinet at Pedwasi when we were informed that some officials from parliament sought to bring the bill, which was not the proper process. The officials were subsequently informed that unless due process was adhered to, the bill was not going to be accepted. Now, moving on, Obi Ascendi, Ajwa Bwaji saying, I don't like Agbesi's submission, but I strangely like him on your show. Agbesi is like that friend. You don't like him or her during arguments, but that friend is good company for drinking and having random chats with. That is how I like Agbesi. What do you mean? Franklin says, Agbesi, if it's not on his table, why should he comment about it watching you from Holland? Agbesi, address the matter with respect. Okay, I don't get this one. Tell Agbesi that it is not in Timu and Enihani. Okay, Kennedy. Agbesi is speaking as if he's still on the campaign platform. Gasti Man says, did you see
platform?
I'll say Gasti Man says a DM platform. They deceived us to win power, but it always pays the price later. And then hey Agbesi, now we should blame Nanado.
Of course.
Even if okay, and until boy now they can't meet me in kind. But since maybe when this now banjing into you crowd because Nanado na it's he Ibejan
maybe push it.
Maybe push man. Chairman General, LGBTQ matters intersect with public health. When monkeypox cases rose in Europe and the US, certain groups were disproportionately affected, including men who were in gay relationships. HIV/AIDS, particularly in its early years, was more prevalent within some homosexual communities before spreading more widely. So if President Mahama says health issues are more important to him than engaging with the LGBTQ plus bill, his position, in my view, is mistaken. You add some to it, some of Brian Babe, I will leave that out, and you know why, for good reason. And Mami Ajwa says, Agbesi, you don't wait for anybody, just listen to yourself. Do you guys have shame? I was happy paying for the cathedral. It is better than LGBTQ. Mami Ajwa, once again, Mami Ajwa, thank you very much for yesterday, for supporting Project 100. And let me see. Ejuma incubator no. Remember abuche enra Mami Ajwa brace can Mami Ajwa birthday. And I say na wo denti or be support Project 100 nti kaka will start again. Why say sikasa. Nyame aduma e be start you. Enra.
Oh, and Mami. Belated happy birthday.
Belated birthday wishes. Amen. Olivia says integrity is lost in our political discourse. Sometimes we think the youth would give us hope, but the dishonesty among some youth is nauseating. As for John Mahama, he never surprises me. And then Kung Fu says, by the way, the clergy is up in arms. Oh, they are livid this morning. Agbesi, and that is Kung Fu who sends that one in. My brother Agbesi is way off, majoring in the minor. Former President Akufo-Addo, the consummate constitutional lawyer, did not refuse to sign the LGBTQI bill. Having sworn to uphold the rule of law, he stopped from signing by the knowledge that the very citizens he swore to protect are taking the issue to court. Now, even more important, Agbesi misses the point because the speed with which e-levy and other taxes were removed should have been the exact same speed with which the state-sponsored bill should have been dealt with, not so? By deprioritizing LGBTQI, President Mahama has effectively pushed it to the back burner. For we know in this republic, what it means for a thing not to be a priority. Carlos von Brazi, somewhere in Accra. Into wow, Carlos von Brazi. And Ode Amano. Uchiano radio wa unipa. And Ode Amano. Anyway, there's so many of them. Sampai. Albesia Chena Jubia Chena dream, but young pushing a crank big announcement in here.
Be push about chairman narratively Danino. Nana do Danko Kufado. Refuse to sign.
Oh, my kind of bill. I've read that twice already.
No, but that's not true.
Let's move on.
Text, no. Crophobic the court. A court, no. Well, more serve no office, no. And no, I party to the truth.
That was after.
Please. Not per se.
Oh, something. You are just repeating what I've said twice. Oh, my kind, Brazil.
It will be a translation amount. You can't be. Ama ubia atias. Until the boutique candidate was say or say President Mahama say in here no.
No cancer.
Until simple. The push, chairman. Big push. Adane big luti. No. Obia ni wa or say so sourcing. Eye adia enimrem the procurement a cancer me ma beye openida matra tender committee suda it minim said there esiko eba ensem ebomu no eye eboa edida enema bi so chairman my site letter be our must sign no 14th August 2025.
14th August 2025.
A year deputy finance minister.
Me the color the paper that man know I share.
Matibere is here.
Deputy finance minister. As to Gyamfi MP ampem dako. And a sign. Enyako ampem nyako. No must release about 360 million plus. Ama Youth Employment Authority. Now activities, no actions, no de koye no. We items no koye na item 2 no. No some the 9 million Ghana cedis e de kudia kwa nsusu. Uni kwa nsusu.
Kwa nsusu.
Aye. 9 million Ghana cedis youth employment e de sa you know. Me nim how one procure you know. But now me no ka say e kamya kwa say this current government be bia aye so sourcing. And check kra ena TV bi nsam ne other issues e bae and check kra ena yekoka ensam a finance ministry wankasa procurement and check kra ena ekwo GS minister of education yenko kra pa da ho bo ene na tifo so ne sa ne ma no enema ni nyina die bo mu ni say ebo no ye de beji yen no between 2024 and now a kilometer of asphalted road another double bitumen no a shoot to more than 300%. More than 300%. But chairman, women, yeah project analysis obisi ye mu bia ye ka no ye technical ye civil engineers into be and can be but ye technical ye civil engineers so chairman kuna to ahye pa de so o ka kire me say me mu nya adwunu mu kura ni say emre na atwa mu na ye gi contract na ye sen and na ye ka say bia ye projection da bia ye ka na ha abamu panifo wo ma ti abontin wo mom say wo mo see ye hwe project costa enema bia ye de ka ho enkanka ye private variations no de dimu akotrem the am dey say doctor wo ha onu dey san field no dimu akotrem e bi ye say ye hwe exchange rates the inflation and now me nim okay aban papa aba enti asi
into ojitum sa aban papa aba
wo mo na asi o
when mo si Ghana for
3% inflation yes dollar 10 cedis per dollar and until no 10 time na dollar no ye 14 cedis na inflation ye 23%. Na say na a kilometer of asphalt the range between 8 to 12 million cedis. Na say there nema we nyina vibe we nyina ba from. Na say the same stretch, you know, between 18 to 27 million cedis per kilometer. You need to ask questions. And no, and a man can say, and you push by a loot. If you say, a big assessment, into a argument, no, the Abba say, I will be so on there on Pessa, by your chrome coin, and then that's for. But the Bakwa a hydrogen, the soul source, you know. Chairman, one must say time factor. Metier or communicators, baby, Metier, road minister, and so time factor. The Ben Muma awards, no. It be the young term cry August 2025. It's between January and August, no, how many months?
About 8 months.
Go through the tender, competitive tender process in Ukraine. How long was it going to take to award the contract? Between January 2025 and August 2025, 8 months. And with the young fancy for the first 3 months, no, the assessment. And would be a tender. Would be a tender, no, and a year competitive. In Kabul, so 3 months. But the contract is so sourcing, you know, it be 2025 August. It be a November. It be this year. Nti wenum any intricacies no woman no okay obi baka intricacies no woman no ebi ena yakeka kan ha no chairman yamhwe enema yie because obi antra ho di ma yamfiansa e ma wona ni say so ansa no mu say na ni abo ensama mo kae ansa na mo ba ba mu enya bi ni o na ekwan ni bi wo papa no Adam Mamia, more area of pepper, voter region, the pepper. Sakwan, me kai pass contract, a dima contract, and then a canazoi. I did Ford, better president, Mahama then, a whole some more because so quite no ye, quite papa. As a Ghana contractors, a call canazoi not school. Emma woman no culture of my dear no moon said the Bessia quite papa no. Sakwano. One more year, you for a sponsor quite my no, and consider more than 30 million euro. And now me no can say rehabilitation of the same stretch now. When we are at that cost, you know, it's almost 70 million euro. Rehabilitation. Rehab. Maybe
we'll get answers. Mami Konga.
You be say we are now. Oma active. Omo emranta di emeba no na no mu enura mu ye program na me hwe mo comments no section no encrophenies for this eye so mu via 300% crowd they are comfortable, we are in power, and if this is the mentality of the youth, because our comments no me hu pani bia be kwa akotra akotra asem no na the mentality of agbosi no tunu ni encrophod there enya Ghana we
agbesi onye youth
me say ono me kan youth no me ni encrophod. Because
why pepper fita
Pacho no kawasem family no kawasem who no kawasem found there from my family
family no found it
who no enya ma million gbesi nyoga
say about we asem nyina aye capital project
vice chairman
na you go see 24-hour ejwa na for now time agent to ba one my district capital 24 hours no pa why better ahmachi no me say okakoto makoni nyadwa
akwafu me come back to
your national and also international open competitive bidding they are restricted or restrictive tendering they are single source ni aba ye ka ho asemi single source PPA emramu no wa maye eniema miensa etumi ma ho kwan eme so sourcing say nyuma no say goods, wares or services if they are only available from a particular supplier or contractor nsa ade bi wa yesi ehanko na akwa obenya no yesu ana ne obabi okofori dia se onya kase mu problem e ho na obekọ akoye no
na footballers ko hopa
nti e ho na obenya no sa ade we die wanko ha onya no baby a
nti ho de so source
ani yesi se agent na se ye kase ye be go through process na impracticable they say o kase o twen ye process ni na chema o be wie no e be ha adwen emwa e betumi kura ma se be nipa afamu awu ene ye won e bi wa say national security implication say national security be bi efa ho ye ntwen me ye nka say ye go through process sabi ye say ye hwa intelligence aba say ya nkoye sa ade we ye kira o ye no bi betumi ato man na ye ntumi nye normal process enti ano so emra no ma ho kwan eme ye so sin na ka kwan ena ye de ma tendering niye me den say president abeka say minister no on respond the number of contracts are one man through sourcing. Now again here we go. Yes, politics. Young kwa same misa say over the period. A kwan ben ye first wa ma road contracts. Na eye anana enye. Say nya yentwam. Eya ye misa ho. Let's ask relevant questions. On say Ghana ha nyama PSC a chema is shrouded in secrecy. A kwan first wa I mean come as me advertisement we near here by auction tama port. Misro we ya o de be contract chema na me hu pick up me ni agim say pick up eja me yakoyafu chema on say omuma 10 me do ono ma yawi omuma advertisement on through mo say 10 am me ko do ho no na ya auction na wi enti isi be transparent ni ehun say adwuma o agbesi what they are coming here no make catch refer da kuju ade a we me politician no me can date bi anso agbesi why doing this
na money PNC you the prudenti obi a in charge of auctions you know enya me kan say mo hana no
chairman anti president say minister no fa responses mra
na we sure so do before 10 am there
chairman na me try and try peace fm
maybe am say time no
David o man sisan David chairman myself as me we hear me for me to move a vehicle from here makotema no chairman yes I didn't me we interest wo me kwa no ma yawi enti president very aggressive
Oka say we are not me man
president say yemhwem because as much as 73 billion Ghana cedis is kaketwa president say yemhwem minister over responses mra chairman response or the baba bia we interrogate it say sebi and twasuma ya beka we will speak truth to power it is so ampa criteria na PPA emma say sa niema we in fact niaya kan na chairman must be approved by PPA enti criteria miensa na emra no ekani nyina do they qualify some contract na ye award ye no na national security ana na agency ana say rules ni bi o wa ye was specific contractors bi or more expertise say we there chairman won say on go for specific contractors are about bridges ne adia yes we mu there o more experts it is an man I don't want to jam the gun or the bar no cry be because we they easy to interrogate na so one pass ente sa so there na say wo da bia me kan me say hwe nipa 30 and over million na president selecting gofo kakra bi na yatumi select o nti wo ya ade a emema president no nanima banyam ama oman ni nyina nya so mfaso ana say wo suban bi nti ebema sebi wogu nipa na o ma appointment wogu nanima asidi a na say wan ye ni nti wo de omonfa evidence ne mra say obi na akoye investigation fourth estate nti ye hear response even in audit no chairman ye hu bibi efa wo accounts ho a ye ma kwan ma money nti on file response ne mra or the ba na ya he bi hu
enya ye de ne ode beba no beto mmra no ho ne ahwe processes no so for process mu na ade maye say when ma approval is it something that you can say enya value for money
Obviously, would it have been possible? Say such a big contract would have been awarded without cabinet approval?
There are a lot of questions to answer because the amount involved there so. Chama ebe din pa say ye peace FM say ebia o producer beka so akoto console wa bra wonim hwehwe but utie president kasa na say niema na akoso no president onim nti o say mumfa response mra na mhwe because obi
na say big push no what I say
the processor omne award ye no president kasa
but the fear na big push onim dia na asem dia so
Abutame Bauso.
Because you feel a big push, and you feel some
minister, yes, man in Chakra because it's of national concern.
Okay, Meti Asana Besibano Musa Abattoir in Aswasi says, I honestly don't get the head or tail of my former boss Sampai's arguments. What exactly is he trying to communicate? Has President Mahama changed his stance on LGBTQI? Okay, we moved on from LGBTQI. He says, or is it just another attempt at propaganda? Let's look for some cow soup to cool Sampai because it's his favorite. At the end of the day, President Mahama is focused on working in the larger interest of Ghanaians. Musa Abattoir.
Musa, thank you.
In Aswasi.
Thank you, Musa.
And then Bruno says, why should we trust President Mahama? Stan Dogbe is still at post. After his company benefited from a sole sourcing contract, the former has to be investigated as well. Bruno from Accra. Ibu in Sekendi. He says, Chairman, now you now hear the 90 billion youth in Sementroba. Turkey Bay at YE. In which picture the account they said to me. Ibu in Sekendi. Those calling for President Mahama's third term agenda, well, there's no third term agenda. Let's move on. And then Confu says, tell Dr. Ben that the president is a politician. He asking for the minister to furnish more info is just a farce. It's face saving. Is the NDC singing a different song on issues they accuse the MPP of when they were in opposition? Kwesi Reynolds in Agona Odobeng ND and no Ebaye. Chairman General, can you imagine Sampain as president and Agbasi Muchu as the main opposition leader? Both of them will never know peace. And then just for education purposes, Daniel Daku says the bill was the bill transferred to the presidency. Daniel Daku in Edmonton Green, UK. No, from what we know, it was never taken to the presidency. And then you sit there and talk Agbesi. One day you people will regret. Mark ND and Obai. Why do politicians always try to give excuses on what they are supposed to be based on promises made by referring to what their predecessors did? We need a solution, not excuses. Dr. Aaron Odu, UPSA. Okay, move on. Muhammad Ateni Ekahono. You should know by now, Senyadia Mekai. No messages.
President directive in Kaunfa timelines and Kahun. How I wish.
The NDC man in your studio, Agbasi Muchu, much better than Squilla in George Orwell's farm. The political class in Ghana is gradually losing credibility in the eyes of the public. Double standards, hypocrisy, dishonesty, and sycophancy have become the apt description of Ghana's political class. God save Ghana. Alexander Aban, Esquire, former MP, Gomoa Western. If Sam George, who was so loud on the LGBTQ, has abandoned his advocacy to champion the reduction of DSTV, what do you expect from President Mahama? If indeed it was his priority, they would have passed the law by now. Bear in mind they have a super majority in Parliament. Fojo in Medina. I'm done. I go see him.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm here the fast. Sir, you the papacy project at Sampai Kayen. I think it was.
Hey, now only Akugan.
Of course. That is my incoming communication.
I dare why Sampai no business here. I see Chairman General. What is Sampai going to use the first vice for? With the state of their party? Sampai we dey want you to wa to back kwamba.
Send it to you na start chief.
Akuga say to you na start chief to abaso.
Akuga the incoming communication officer. Young journalists are very dedicated, committed and hardworking.
Oh, sir, me opportunity.
Who's supporting?
Me supporting no pa.
Of course, Dr. Nkrasa was supporting also. He's the obvious choice.
Right.
Akuga no student too.
So what can have that's what you're
But NDC no will move too much.
That's what NDC.
There be one say of course there are several NDC people. Or no the commitment near it is fan say ni bia ne ya say some pine. O kasa bia MPP, ni bia MPP. Sana Akuga ntie. Woni ne ti wo di nkomo say no. No wakoka bibi cha say anyway,
he lost his party. I agree with you. You must go unopposed even. Chairman, the purpose road. This contract was awarded. Sometimes this contract was awarded under President Kufuor. This contract was awarded under President Kufuor. I was then with GBC in Volta region. So I tell you, Tina in Volta region. So how Bansana you can say Saudi I say yeah fourth exchange no this contract was awarded. It was a European Union contract. Who can say Chairman one who sir motorway project
I can't remember motorway near my report
yes it was awarded under MPP.
It was started on MPP.
You see, it was awarded. If it was awarded, therefore it was started. Without awarding, there will be no starting.
You may award, but you won't start.
He started it, so it was awarded. It was a contract. Per kilometer was $17.34 million.
You mean $17.34
million. And then about $14.82 million.
What him for?
Who say to me, but say me what then? Tell me who?
Why a contract for?
Tell me who?
What's your
value for money?
Commencement.
When you wait.
In the end, then we call very contract sum.
Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buy no contract I awarded no. 930 contract across the nation.
Okay.
So I just say so source nana. A bit more the time factor, it took close to a year. I use my word advisedly. Close to a year for designing a project. As from the whole tendering process, as you read, the need that might arise to go into what? So sourcing. When the MPP should tell me one single project through the Ministry of Roads. Yes, single source. I just see Chebi Enclave. Oh, I could find a bus idea one. Only promo Chebi Enclave. Where asphalted 24 inches thick. Oh, Mamika say 24 inches thick. Asphalt esum papa. Dachi. Nana phone the gas from ya. 1 or 2 asphalt. Wa born home money. Look, a kilometer. Ekosi Ghana for 23.37 million Ghana cedis.
You mean 23.37?
Yes. Okay, so I don't know what project I can. Take notice of the figures. Don't know what you know. 60.35 million per kilometer. Okay. Now, don't know what you know. There were a lot of demolitions along the stretch of construction. Chebi Diano. I body from I mean,
there was
no compensation. But look at take the cost into consideration. Maybe no, but I forwarded the document. No, I forwarded the document to him. He had the document.
Document there.
No, but the document is with him. No, look at the figure. 23.37.
Yeah.
Per kilometer. Now, at that day, well, so far, the most may be take place. So, compensation is actually what compensate. Now, something only another foul.
What checking scope of work? Or more be referring scope.
Or more, I have interest in it.
Interest in what? Chebidian.
Okay, then. Now, tell me, go on the room. No, I used to be I was the first national youth organizer of the AGA party. And then my chairman, may he so rest in peace, Yabachi for yes. So they got a Messiah of for the first time. You understand me? So that is my route.
Into far
oh, Mami Kasa. It's all Konubono. A good check the per kilometer. Chenubro, national motorway, national road upon all the compensations. What I say?
You can't do.
Na chairman.
Yes.
I knew I didn't 17 and 14 now. Who's the Canadian? And 14. Honestly, looting.
And they are better.
Of course, they are better.
Okay.
Now, chairman, within a year,
yeah.
Now, say me call the President Mahama, where they show up a demonstration. During the weekend, I call one, call far Bolly, from one to Bolly, and you quack. I could find the channel. Tebi o ye mi kama nko to echina president is from what to Bolly ekwa no nye na ma hu say there's already a contractor aside. I think in 4 weeks time Sanko to push the contractor to speed up his work because yes Alquan in that time
president hometown
is his hometown. That is the capital of the state. They had the city president Nukrono just say
already by 3.5 years.
And me say Akufo MP 12 years when see library or constituency was on the 12 years as an MP library policy library oh Chibi me catch you because I know that very well. Chairman oh
3 minutes and as
why we
say acquire one ho any enclave
I know that's why
Kwame
Chibi Kwame
Akufo right
ba say why we see library
me see my bona baso no pon the why but me say no there me say odi MP
okay
MP for 12 years library kwa we see library
na o see then o see then
come say Chibi for time o MP why you
so na jo
why you chairman so big push no
what's about big push
koso ya gusu na no chairman
let's see
a second that what's the name
again
the one who is criticizing the big push
Suleiman Abraham
criticizing you better than I say
I don't know better than I say
no because he's a citizen of this country I won't say be koso here. These are the kind of people we need. Obekan, I believe in such philosophy. Gone in the past, under Akufo-Addo, like I will ever go abaso, ever promise an abaso.
Akufo-Addo pronounce power.
Why you?